What's up, guys? So yeah, let me just do as always, let me just do an audio check here. Salve, salve, Joe de Napoli, beleza? Olá, Ion Shadow NS. So can you guys hear me? Is my audio okay? Is the music on the background too loud? Is the model on the screen too Wolverine? How are you guys doing? Feel free to chat and talk with me using the chat. And yeah, so today I'm gonna work on this cat. On the last live I did a sketch of Hellboy. I did like my own interpretation of Hellboy, and yeah, I don't know how many of you guys saw that. You guys can check this later. It is on my Instagram. And yeah, today I'm gonna work on this. Oh yeah, my volume is too low. Let me fix that then. Okay, you guys let me know if my audio it's too low, then I can turn it up here. So yeah, as I said, as I was saying, I was working on this Hellboy on the last stream, and I basically finished that sketch, and I already did like this small render of it. And yeah, I prepared this blockout for you guys, and I'm gonna work on this character here. That might be Wolverine. Let's see how things are going to go. And this block I did like basically the same way that I always do. I just used some spheres to block out the overall shape here and to create the volumes to work. And in a few instances I'm going to do like the dynamesh of this, and I'm gonna start sculpting the character. All right. What's up, Baustier? Salve, salve, beleza? What's up, Merlin? Oh, e aí, salve, salve, Merlin, beleza? Como é que tá? Tudo na paz. So, guys, as always, feel free to chat with me, ask me questions if you have any questions ZBrush related, all right? And yeah, let's start this. I'm gonna turn it up the sound a little bit, and yeah, you guys can call me on the chat. I'm gonna put some music here and start sculpting. Alright, so let's do this. Again, I'm not using like any concept for this. I'm trying to create my my interpretation of the character here, and I have a bunch of different images, reference images here from very bulked and muscular guys, and I also have some Wolverine pictures here. But yeah, let's see how this goes. All right. Usually I work without symmetry, but yeah, today I'm gonna work with the symmetry because I want to do this exactly pose here, and since it's a very symmetrical pose, I don't need to sculpt, you know, each side of the model. At least not for now. I can break up the symmetry later. All right. What's up, Kyo? How are you? It's been a long time since you don't join us on the stream. What's up, Kayan PK? How are you guys? Welcome. Hi Deryck, I got a question. What canvas size is good to work with? Because when I render and export, everything just seems to be so small. Yeah, you can change the size of the document here, you know, and put whatever value you want. And if you change this value here, you have to adjust the size of your screen, because if you use the zoom here option on the left side, you can see the actual size of your canvas, you know. So maybe you're using like a very small canvas, and you can change this here on the configuration, and then afterwards you can just go and use the actual option here, and you know, put your model on the like full size on your canvas. Like here I have this size of canvas, and now my model is like exactly on the same size. But if I press the actual here, you can see there's a bunch of area that you can use yet. You see, like if I do something like that and then actual, and try to see using these two options here when you're doing your renderings. All right. What's up, Comics Legend? Yeah, good to see you too, man. Welcome. Did you like the shapes? Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with those shapes as well. I did this blocking on the same way that I usually do. Like I just use some spheres here to block out the volumes. I already showed you guys how to do that a couple times. So instead of rebuilding everything as I always do, I thought about like maybe starting from this base mesh that I just built here. And it's actually pretty simple. If you guys see, it's like that. Those are just spheres, like regular spheres that I just put together on the shape that I thought would be cool. I was away for a while. The trip was long, and I just this week they bought me the monitor. The trip? Oh, you mean you are already here in Brazil? You are in Recife, right? Is that correctly? You moved to Recife, if I'm not mistaken. How was your trip? You did a good trip? Yeah, but when you're rendering, you get a small image, right? Oh, you're gonna have the image that you. No, you mean like if you're like this and you do the rendering. No, it's not a small image. It's going to be on the exactly resolution that you put in here. So if I change this resolution here for full HD, for example, and I do a render like this, the image will be rendering like in full HD. You just have to export this. Just come here, document, and export, and it's going to be like full HD. All right, so let me head back here to the model. Also, you did like part of the trip by road. Yeah, that can be exhausting here for sure. What's up, Arthur Motion? Morning from Indonesia. Hello, good night from Brazil. Merlin, você vai de olho em um modelo ou já tem tudo na mente? Como assim? Se eu já tenho o Wolverine, você diz? Ou o modelo inteiro? Eu vou... Como é um sketch assim, eu meio que vou indo... Como é um sketch, eu vou indo meio que dando uma brincada aqui, tentando achar os shapes e tal. Então... é meio que esse processo. Valeu, Merlin, brigadão. What's up, Alex? How are you? I'm going great. I'm doing great, man. And you, how are you? So I'm actually quite happy with this shape over here. So I think that I can join this on the same subtool. So yeah, this way I can do the mask already. I'm gonna use the Dynamesh here. And yeah, it's probably something like this. Depending on the on the like the way that I put the camera, he could also be the Batman. Yeah, man, do a Wolverine. I also always want to do one. I never did, so this is going to be my first. I also really wanted to do a Hellboy, and that's why I did a Hellboy on the last live. It's crazy how much art you are creating on these streams. Oh yeah, man, it's been great for me as well, because I'm pretty happy doing this, and I like to chat with you guys and share some some tips and tricks with you guys. And yeah, but it's also a good moment for me, because doing those streams, it's a good way to keep me active, and keep sculpting, because during the production, when you are like working, you don't have to do like so much sculpting, and yeah, sometimes you can get a little bit rust. So yeah, I'm really enjoying doing those streams and producing those pieces for sure. I'm having a good time doing this. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. I will definitely watch this for sure. Yeah, I will do this for sure. What's up? Hupkins. Hupkins. What's up, Deryck? What's up, man? Glad I can make into another stream. Yeah, I'm glad you're here as well. If I'm not mistaken, you sent me something on Instagram, and yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you were the one who actually sent me something. I'm gonna take a look on the image that you sent me. I was just a little bit busy this week. I wasn't able to reply. I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna try to answer you. Random question: did you go to art school? I'm considering going to art school in France in a few years. No, I did not went to an art school, because we actually don't have like many of those here in Brazil. But yeah, I really recommend you to to go to a college and getting some knowledge on classic art, like to learn the fundamentals of drawing and painting, sculpture, whatever. Yeah, I think it's a good move, to learn, especially on France. That you guys probably have like one of the like you guys probably have amazing art schools there, and if I had the chance, I would definitely go to an art school, but I didn't, and yeah, I find my way into the this journey, but I think that it would be easier if I went to an art school that I didn't. So if you have the opportunity to study, yeah, do that, man. I think it's a good thing to getting a degree and stuff like that. It's especially if it is in something that is related to something that you really enjoy, that is art. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for sure. I would love to have this opportunity when I was younger. Let me check here. What's up, Arthur? Hi, Deryck. Can you quick explain what the dynamics tool does? Yeah, the dynamics tool most of the time, at least that I'm using it, but you can use for a lot of different stuff. Basically, you can use to simulate some gravity and, you know, some effects on the mesh. What I'm using for is to create flows. You know, I think it is a good thing to simulate some flows. So that's basically what the dynamics options do. You know, you can simulate and apply some forces to your mesh. So yeah. What's up, Silas? Salve, salve. Yeah, no, man, no problem. You can chat with me there. It's my pleasure. I'm just sorry I wasn't able to respond. I was kind of a little bit busy, but I will try to reach you for sure. What's up, Guilherme? Boa noite. Salve, salve. Valeu, cara. Obrigado. Bom que você tá curtindo. Salve, salve, Silas. Quanto tempo você leva em média para modelar um personagem como esse completo? Cara, essa é uma pergunta que a galera faz bastante para todo tipo de coisa que a gente faz, assim, né? Tipo assim, para blocar esse personagem aqui, para fazer esse blocking com essas esferas aqui, eu acho que eu gastei uns, sei lá, uns 20, 30 minutos para blocar. Mas o lance não é muito relacionado, não é muito relacionado ao tempo, saca? Tipo, quanto tempo que eu levei para blocar isso aqui, ou tudo bem, quanto tempo que eu levaria para fazer esse personagem completo e finalizar e tudo mais. O tempo é muito relativo, saca? Com a bagagem que você tem, o tanto de treino que você colocou, o tanto que você ficou treinando, sei lá, estudar anatomia, o tanto que você ficou treinando estudar hard surface, ou que você ficou estudando fazer pose. E é uma questão de prática também. Você vai praticando, não é que você vai fazendo mais rápido porque você quer ser rápido só pelo fato de ser rápido, saca? Conforme vai passando o tempo, você vai fazendo, você vai se acostumando a modelar, vai se acostumando com o software, vai pegando um pouco mais de... Você vai criando esse hábito de esculpir. Normalmente você vai esculpindo mais rápido, entendeu? Não porque você está correndo para fazer mais rápido, mas você já meio que entende algumas partes do processo e você acaba executando aquilo com mais facilidade, e aí você acaba, por consequência disso, diminuindo o tempo. Mas, sei lá, tenta não pensar tanto nesse lance do tempo, saca? Tipo, quanto tempo você levou pra fazer esse personagem? Pô, esse personagem tá muito legal, quanto tempo levou? O tempo, ele é muito relativo. Então, you know, pode variar muito o lance do tempo, saca? O tempo não representa muita coisa, assim. Mas pra fazer um blocking desse daqui com essas esferas aqui é coisa de 20, 30 minutos pra fazer. Alright, let me see. What's up, Far Horizons? Wait, they are all spheres? Yeah, those are basically just spheres that I put together to, as I was saying to Guilherme just now. If you guys like check this, those are those spheres. If you click here on insert sphere, the whole model is basically just this sphere. The entire model. If you take a look here, is the same sphere. You can look at the topology, is basically the same. Everything is just those spheres. Everything. Like every part of the model are just spheres, you know. I just put those spheres together to, you know, to block out the shape. So yeah, those are just spheres. that I put together here to block this character. Merlin. No começo, cara, no começo tudo é complicado, né? Tem tipo uma parada que você fala, pô, eu comecei essa parada aqui agora e tá facinho, tá super de boa. Tudo tem um certo nível de complicação no começo até se adaptar, né? É a curva que a gente fala, a curva de aprendizado e tudo mais, né? E na escultura digital, assim como qualquer outra coisa que você vai fazer na vida, também tem essa curva de aprendizado e leva um tempo e você tem que criar hábito e ir fazendo até você se acostumar e ficar tudo mais tranquilo. The head of the character was a little too big, I guess. It was was making him look short. I know Wolverine is kind of a short guy, but I think it was too much. So, yeah. Look how this small different, like this small detail, like the scale of the head makes a huge difference on the character. You see, if we look here on the silhouette, it can seem like a very small detail, but it makes a huge difference, at least for me. Se os atalhos para mim são essenciais, ajuda muito, né, cara? Facilita muito o trampo. Então sim, os atalhos são bem essenciais. Mas são bem simples de pegar também, com o tempo se acostuma. Drink water, guys. Alright, so let's see. Comics Legend is asking, have you ever done a neck crochet? Yeah, I actually did a bunch of neck crochets, and the last one that I did, that I'm actually I'm still working on this. I did this crochet inside of Unreal, the Unreal engine, and I'm actually I'm gonna try to make this available for everyone who wants to study or check this work. But yeah, answering your question, I did a bunch of crochets while I was studying anatomy, and the last one that I did, I actually did like this kind of an application inside of Unreal where you can navigate over the crochet, and you can move the muscles around. You can see the skeleton. It's actually I think it's pretty nice, and I will try to make this available for everyone that actually is interested in that. But yeah, I did a bunch of crochets. I think it's a good exercise, and I think everyone should do it. Looking forward to see how it will end up. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I can't wait to see this finalized as well. But to be honest, I enjoy more the process than the final, the final model. But that's okay. But yeah, I totally want to see it finalized. What's up, Caio? Salve, salve, Caio Barbosa. Qual é o render que você utiliza? Cara, eu utilizo várias formas diferentes de renderizar meus trabalhos, né? Eu uso V-Ray, eu uso Cycles do Blender, eu uso o iRay do Substance Painter, eu tô usando ultimamente o Stager da Adobe. Yeah, so I use a bunch of different render engines to render my work. I also use the Unreal Engine and Marmoset tool bag as well. So yeah, definitely a bunch of different engines. All right, so let me head back here to his head. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if I will be able to finish today, but yeah, to be honest, the workflow that I'm using here is the same that I already use on other videos. So there's nothing exactly new here, you know, on the way that I'm doing things. It's basically the same way. So the model is basically already here, you know. What I'm going to do now is just add some more information to the shapes, you know. But the most important part is already done. That it is the base and the structure and the, you know, the first steps. Those are the most important ones. And again, I already show a couple of times how to do this. Bar Horizons ask, how long have you been using ZBrush? Uh, I got to know ZBrush back in 2009, and that's when I first got in touch with ZBrush, and when I, you know, started using it. But I didn't actually use for real for many years, you know, because the work that I did, the stuff that I did not actually require ZBrush to be done. So most of the stuff that I used to do on a software called Softimage, and after that I started using Maya. And many years later, on 2016, I decided to study ZBrush, like for sculpting, and, you know, trying to be like a character artist, and, you know, learn anatomy and stuff like that. So I've been using ZBrush like basically every day since 2016. But I got to know ZBrush and use it and learn how to navigate on the software back in 2009. But I spent many years without using the software. And yeah, but on 2016, I went back. I jumped back into ZBrush and I never left. Alex, are you hyped about the new Spider-Man move? Yeah, for sure. I love Spider-Man. I want this. I really want this movie to to be good, you know. But yeah, can't wait to see it. I'm gonna try to see it as soon as possible. What's up, Meg Guzin? What is your favorite personal project you have worked so far? That's actually a good question. Yeah, one of the projects that I really enjoyed the whole process, because most of the stuff that I do, most of the stuff that I sculpt and that I that I rendering and I post and whatever. Afterwards, I don't like it too much. I always think that, yeah, I'm not actually a big fan of the stuff that I do afterwards. During the process, I enjoy a lot, but afterwards, I'm not actually my biggest fan. I don't know if you can understand that, but yeah, I am not my biggest fan, the biggest fan of my works. But there is a project that I did on my free time once, that I did a study of an actual sculpture that is called the Vase of the Titans, and I think that's one of my personal works that I like the most. Not only because of the sculpt, but because of all the research that I did. I did a video showing the process, telling a little bit about the story, and I got to read some 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 text to understand better what I was doing, and I am pretty happy with the results of this work until this very day. So yeah, I would say that the Vase of the Titans is probably one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. What's up, Mark Mendes? Salve, salve. O boy ficou brabíssimo. Valeu, mano. Obrigadão mesmo. Feliz aí que vocês tenham curtido. Yeah, I reduced the size of his head again. So since now I have a little bit more of information here, I think I can merge some parts together. This way will be easier for me to work. So I'm going to combine this down and use the Dynamesh. And I think that I can combine those back muscles as well. Yeah, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the legs. Mag Gaussian, what would be the best way to learn anatomy? I don't know the best way to learn anatomy, but you know, I did a video, like I did like a 3 hours video that you can check here on the Pixologic channel, where I actually talk about how did I actually study anatomy, what did I did, the books that I read, the class that I took, you know, how did I did to study, the techniques that I used to study and to trying to improve. I don't know if it is the best way. Probably isn't. It isn't, you know, the best way, but it was the way that I did to improve. And there is a video about that. If you look my name on the Pixologic YouTube channel, you can check. Yeah, I can send you the link. Just a moment. So yeah, check this video later, and it's like there is like 2.5 hours of where I talk about, you know, my experiences and how, you know, how did I study anatomy and everything. If you're interested, take a look at this. Comics Legend, when will you have your ricochet available for push? Actually, Comics Legend, I'm thinking about making this ricochet available for free, because, well, it is something for study, you know, and it was actually something that I did for myself, to study and, you know, better understand anatomy. And yeah, I have no intention of selling this. I will probably make this available for free for everyone who wants to check it out, you know. And yeah, that's it. As soon as I make this available, I will let you guys know for sure, and I will share the links here on the stream. So I'm gonna try to merge this this leg together, because right now we have a bunch of spheres here that they are representing the leg of the character. So yeah, I'm gonna try to merge everything up, all of those leg parts together. So let's do this. Turn this down and put this all the way down as well. I'm gonna do the same here. down. Merge down. Just need to put this part. Merge it down. So as you guys can see, I have a bunch of spheres here. Those spheres are representing like my muscles groups. So yeah, so those are my legs. What I'm going to do now is merge this together. Just need those kneecaps. And right. Let's try to do something here just to make things cooler. Let's use the knife too, because the knife too is awesome. Yeah, just to have an idea. All right, so let's merge this leg together. Die Atlas. Ooh, looking book. Yeah. He just got out of the gym, right? Yeah, I'm really enjoying the side view of the character. Yeah, I need to save this because it's been a while since I'm here moving around the character. And I didn't save it once. So let's do this. uh, yeah, I don't know that, man. Greasy music. Eita, é o Wolverino. Valeu. Thank you, Mage CEO. Thank you very much. What's up, Brocky Rock? How are you, man? Comics Legend. Do you have the muscles memorized by now or always reference? Yeah, that's kind of tricky. I kind of have them memorized because it's impossible not to, because I keep doing it and keep exercising and doing anatomy exercise and stuff like that. And it's a good thing to have everything kind of memorized in your head, but at the same time, this could be a this could be a trap, because you can keep relying on your memory to do something, and I don't know how much this is a good thing. So what I usually do, I always have a bunch of different images from models and like clay models, like real anatomy reference. I have an crochet here on my desk that I like to to always take a look at it to see if I'm going on the right direction. And yeah, but most of the time I'm relying on my memory to do those muscles, but I always try to take a look at some reference to see where I'm going, So yeah, but by now, and you keep exercising, you keep doing it, you keep sculpting, and at some point you kind of figured out where are the insertions and connections of the muscles. So this makes your life a lot easier, but I think it's a good thing to always be looking at reference, especially when you're doing like some like professional work or like a final piece or stuff like that. Since I'm doing those sketches and I'm more doing exercise here than anything else, yeah, I think to do a lot of those stuff by relying on my memory. Did you make the shoulders in another subtool because it's easier to sculpt when they are separate from the torso? No, actually, that doesn't make difference for me, you know. A lot of the times I do exercise, and I already did this a couple of times here on the stream, live with you guys, where I go with only one subtool and I do everything, you know. Or I go from a mannequin or something like this and just keep going. So yeah, it doesn't make difference, you know. It definitely it is easier to, you know, to manipulate the mesh when they are separated, but yeah, it doesn't make much difference, to be honest. Riff K. The first thing to learn to sculpt. You mean like what's the first thing that you need to learn to sculpt? Well, if you're learning to sculpt in ZBrush, the first thing to learn is you know, get familiar with ZBrush to you know, to have fun while you're doing. It is good to be familiar with the software that you choose to sculpt. Mage CO. I think my problem is blocking out, like the forms. How do you go about that? I need tips and tricks. Yeah, so as I always said, I always say, the the most important part is the blockout, is the first steps. And sometimes people rush too much trying to uh, you know trying to create the muscles already, and trying to think about details, and like they subdivide the mesh too much and stuff like that. And well, you can do that, I don't, I'm not here to say that there is like a right way to do it, but most of the times the artists that I like and the artists that I admire, they tend to they have like a workflow, and it actually works, so instead of thinking about like the final the final piece, you have to think, especially on the blockout, you have to think about the structure, and understanding the structure is the most important part, because if you look closely, this model right now is basically the same. It's basically the exactly same model from the beginning of the stream, where we had like only spheres. So it's basically the same thing. If you take a look at the silhouette here, it is still the same thing. Yeah, I didn't change almost nothing about the shapes of the character, like the main shapes, the main forms of the character, they remain the same. It's the same forms that I use on the blockout, and I only use spheres to do that. It doesn't matter how many subdivisions I have, or how many times that it took me to get to this point. It's basically the same model, and the same blocking, and the same shape language and silhouette, whatever. So the blockout, understanding the structure, like understand the skeleton and the structure underneath the muscles, to create a good blockout and a clean blockout. I think that's, especially if you're starting, I think that's the most important part. And how I go about that, I actually showed you guys here when I did this, and when I did the same thing, like for other models that I already did here on the stream. So yeah, that's basically the same process that I have been using like for a while. And actually it doesn't matter if I started this with spheres, or if I start this with a mannequin, or if I start this on the same way that I did the Hellboy on the past stream, where there is no symmetry. There is just like this mass of geometry going around, where I was trying to look for a flow for the character and the pose. It doesn't matter the way that you started, once that you understand the structure and the muscles, like once you understand the skeleton and the muscles, this makes your life easier when you're sculpting, But yeah, as I always say, I still have a lot of difficulty trying to figure this everything out, and yeah, I just keep practicing, and I keep trying, and I keep studying. That's the way. Alexandre Ribeiro, salve, salve, Alexandre Ribeiro. Como você acha a referência de pose para um personagem? Essa pergunta é legal também. Cara, eu procuro muita coisa assim, tipo no Pinterest, dou uma olhada lá e tudo mais, pra ver umas poses e coisa e tal. Mas no final das contas, tipo, em última instância mesmo, eu meio que testo a pose eu mesmo, saca? Eu vou numa parte aqui da sala que tem espaço e tento fazer a pose pra ver como é que seria o feeling, tá ligado? Dessa pose e tal. Em última instância eu sempre faço isso, cara. Tipo, eu procuro bastante referência. A maioria das vezes eu vou navegando no Pinterest lá, e o Pinterest é tipo um buraco negro de referência. Você vai entrando uma dentro da outra e é infinito. Tem que tomar cuidado para não ficar preso lá para sempre. Mas, cara, eu diria que o que eu uso mais assim seria eu mesmo, tipo, pegar e eu... Não que eu fotografe eu na pose ou nada disso, não é nada disso, saca? Mas eu tento, tipo, meio que fazer a pose pra sentir qual é que é e sentir, tipo, a energia da onde tá vindo o movimento e tudo mais, saca? É isso que eu costumo fazer. What's up? Low Gnosis 47. Are those realistic proportions? I don't think so. I don't think those are realistic proportions at all. And yeah, definitely those are not realistic proportions. Well, although I think there is like people that has similar body types as those ones, as this one, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm actually not even concerned about this right now. My goal here is to create a nice silhouette, and in the end of the day, this is like a comic book hero, you know. So to be quite honest, like the human proportions and the human body and stuff, like the natural human body, like a normal human body, it is quite boring, you know. So I'm not saying that I don't like it. I think it's beautiful and stuff, but it is quite boring. And I think that's why there is so much stylization on terms of anatomy, and you know, when they represent the characters on, you know, cartoons and animes and stuff like that, there is a bunch of stylization trying to create a character or a shape or proportion or whatever. But yeah, answering your question, I don't think those are like realistic proportions. But again, there's probably some bodybuilder that has some similar body as this one. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, Alex. Have a good night, my friend. And yeah, thank you very much for being here with us tonight. Have a good night, man. Mage, how is your clay build up? Not destroying everything. Even with my tablet pen sensitive, it erases over my dents. How my clay build up's not destroying everything? Well, I try to you know, to go pretty light on my pen tablet here. So yeah, it's actually pretty good sensitivity for this Wacom. And yeah, I'm just taking easy with the pressure on my hand. That's basically what I'm doing. Comics Legend, do you have a template body with all the muscle shapes so that you can create any character? No, I don't. Well, I have here, like, from years and years of production and working, I have a bunch of like base meshes, if that's what you mean. I do have a bunch of base mesh, like human base mesh for female, for male, for like animals. I have a bunch of base mesh that a lot of times I have to use those for work. And yeah, but on my personal work and my personal stuff, I do not use any base, like any pre-made base mesh, especially when I'm trying to study. You know, I like to go from a mannequin or from spheres, or you know, whatever. That's what I like to do. All right, Meiji Theo. Ooh. Oh man, thank you very much. I'm trying my best. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that, man. Yeah, if I'm inspiring you to, you know, to go back to sculpt, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, let's sculpt it. That's the thing, you know. Let's do some art. Yeah, that's it. Go for it, man. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. I missed the beginning, but I will rewatch when you end the stream. All right. Oh yeah, but when I thought about the blockout phase, I actually I show a little bit how I use the spheres to block out, but I actually have the basic blockout I did before the stream. But it's the same process that I already show you on the I don't know if you for instance, if you go on my YouTube channel, Deryck.art, if you look for me on YouTube, I have a video showing a character from Street of Rage, and on that video I show the process of me creating a base mesh like similar to this process that I use today. So if you're interested on seeing how did I how it's my approach creating like a base mesh to start, I have a video on my YouTube and you can check that out. All right, so just go to Deryck.art and check the video for Streets of Rage. Yeah, I did Axel from Street of Rage 4. Rifke, to become a sculptor, do you have to be able to draw? Well, I'm not actually very good at drawing, so, and I am a sculptor. I work with that. I work with that, and I'm not actually pretty good at drawing. So, and I know a lot of sculptors that actually they are not actually, no, they do not necessarily draw, no. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it is like something that you have to do it to be able to sculpt, you know. But if you do know, you know, if you have that knowledge, you know, that's good, because it can certainly can help you with sculpt if you have the knowledge, like if you know the basic rules, you know, the fundamentals of drawing and stuff like that. If you understand shape and stuff like that, you know, you understand how to you understand the basics of drawing. I think that's not going to be bad for you, you know. So if you do know how to draw and you understand the basics and whatever, I think is only good for you. But I don't think you actually, that's something that you, without it, you can do it. I don't think so. But definitely, if you do understand the fundamentals and stuff like that, that you learn that when you learn to draw, when you go to a I don't know, art school or whatever, I think this definitely can help you on your journey for sure. What is wrong with using a base mesh? Not everyone knows the human anatomy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using base mesh. I actually use base mesh at work all the time. Definitely there's nothing wrong. What's up, Pacto? Salve, salve. Neon shadow, and yes, you don't have to be good at drawing, but it can help, I would think. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It will probably help if you know how to do it. All right, let's head back here. Let me just save this. All right. I will just increase a little bit the resolution on my mesh. Yeah, so now I'm going to do the same thing with the arms. So let's do this. I'm gonna merge all those parts together. All right, so now I think I have all the like this set pieces for the arm, and now we can merge this together. What's up, Arjo? Hi, bro. Hello. How one look, man. It's learning to drawing necessary to become a modeler or a sculptor. We just talked about that a few moments ago, and the conclusion that we reached was that no, it's not necessary. Yeps Benjamin, how did you start the Wolverine model? Yeah, you can check after the stream end, you can rewatch it from the beginning, and then you can see how I start this. Right? Tyler Thompson. I know it's stylized, but the hands are massive. His fingers would reach below his kneecaps. Yeah. I will adjust this. Don't worry. Mr. Wood 74. With all the companies that Unity and Epic are buying, do you think they are trying to create something amazing for the metaverse? Yeah, I truly don't know, man. I truly don't know. I hope they are creating something something amazing, but I truly don't know. Lonos, how long does a sculpture like this usually takes to finish? Yeah, I think I talked about this on the beginning of the stream when someone asked a similar question, but you know, it can depends a lot, you know, on the level of details that I want on the sculpture. You know, depends a lot. Yeah, I don't have a straight answer for this in terms of time, but yeah, for me this is going to be more like a sketch, more like an exercise, you know, because the best part of the sculpture, at least for me, it is this part that I am right now, you know, the rough part, where we don't have a lot of details, but we have like the primary and secondary forms on place, and that's the most fun part. Afterwards, the model does not change at all. You know, it's just like small corrections and small details. And for instance, we are here on the live for about like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I spend more 20 to 30 minutes to create the blockout for the Wolverine before the stream started. So let's say that we are here like for 2.5 hours doing this character, and I pretty much nailed the the overall shape and you know the silhouette and the pose. All the good stuff is already done, and I did this in 2.5 hours. It's just like I think it is a solid sketch and a solid block out for a sculpture. But now, if I decide to take this all the way like, let's say if I was to do like a collectible or something like this, it's gonna take a lot of time, because it's like everything is going to be like fine details and stuff like this. So what I will probably do is, leave somewhere around what you guys are seeing right now, and I will probably do like textures and rendering for the character, but my intention with this character is to leave it like pretty rough, or at least close to the level that I did the Hellboy. If you on the past stream, I did a sculpture of the Hellboy, and I did a rendering. I did like textures and stuff, but it's still like very, very rough, So yeah, probably I will leave it very rough. So yeah, again, about the time, it all depends, Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure, Mike. Rifkai. Yeah, it's my pleasure. You guys feel free to ask questions. After ZBrush, what tool you are using for texture? I'm using Substance Painter to do my textures. So if you look on my Instagram account, Deryck.art, most of my sketches I do textures afterward. I create textures for my sketches just because I enjoy the process. And yeah, I use Substance Painter because it's super powerful and easy to create textures there. All right, so now I'm quite happy already with the arm shape. I just need to make his triceps a little bit bulkier than this.
Everybody laughs.
fix this X afterwards, but yeah, I think it's going to be it for today, guys. So let's see. Yeah, ZBrush Mini is awesome. It's an awesome software. You guys should get it. So yeah, I think it's going to be it for today. It's already a little bit late here for me, so I need to take off. All right, but yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the result so far. So I will probably finish this tomorrow morning, or probably you know, late in the night tomorrow, or in the weekend. So if you guys want to check this the result for this model, you guys can check and follow me on Instagram. Just look for Deryck.art on Instagram and follow me there if you enjoy my work and if you want to see the final result for this Wolverine. All right, and if you didn't saw the Hellboy for the last stream on the last week, I already posted a video on my Instagram. But if you are a member of the ZBrush Central community, you can check the final render for the Hellboy, the gun, and everything on ZBrush Central. All right, so go there and you can check the final render. And that's it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys were able to learn something, maybe. All right, so yeah, thank you very much for being here until the end. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next Thursday. All right, ciao.